us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
You may be seated. So, it's been about a year and a half since we've done this. And that feels pretty cool that we're here today to enjoy all the hard work that your children have done in the past couple of months. And we are super excited for that. So just a couple things of business, of course. The exits are in the rear and on the sides. I do want to recognize Mr. Bill Brennan is here in the audience to support our children and our program. So thank you, Mr. Brennan. Yes, please applaud Mr. Brennan. Tonight, as you are aware, you all came in and you had your tickets. You can see here we have the camera, and this event is being live streamed, and the links are available on our website. I put out a Parent Square message, and it's on the art and music website, and it's being recorded as well. So we should be able to have an opportunity to share this concert with other family members that couldn't be here tonight. So in normal cases, I always say, let's be mindful and present in the world that we live in at this very moment. This is the only time that this concert will ever happen. So I would recommend that we be mindful and put our phones away and not worry about recording it, not worry about putting it on Facebook, not worry about putting it anywhere special. Because this is a moment with our children, and when they get off the stage and you're going for ice cream, or you're going for whatever, and they say, did you see this win? And you said, ooh, I was on my phone. So don't miss that moment. I have 2 daughters of myself, and I work really hard to be present with them every single day. So be present with these kids, with your children, and enjoy this wonderful show. And I look forward to seeing all of you soon. And I will introduce now our 6th grade orchestra, conducted by our very new orchestra teacher, Mrs. Ancandela. Thank you. Before I forget, so when they're finished, we're going to leave the curtain open, and all the children are going to come out to their parents so they can sit and watch the remainder of the concert. The 7th grade is going to look a little different. They're going to go backstage and get their things and then come through the back doors, just so you understand how we're doing it. Cool, thanks.
My name is Gianna DeSantis, and I'm here to tell you about our first piece, Samba La Bamba. Samba La Bamba was the first piece we received this school year. It is written in the style of Brazilian dance. This has been a great challenge to keep our bows light and fast.
I'm Lily Drinkwater, and I'm here to tell you about our next piece, Appalachian Hymn. Inspired by the name, we created our own nature walk stories to help us portray a better musical picture to the audience. While you're listening, see if you can hear a crisp autumn breeze and scampering chipmunks.
I'm a little taller. Okay, got it. All right. So hi, it's so great to be back. For those of you that may not know, myself and Miss Odierno, we did our student teaching here. So it's such a pleasure to be back. Your children really have worked so hard. I am so proud of them. They've made so much progress already from day one. So I'm so happy. They look so happy. It's great. So before we move forward, I just want to thank a couple people, or a list of people. I have it here so I won't forget. I want to first thank our custodians for helping us set up, our lighting and our stage crew, and our middle school music staff, and Mrs. DeMaria and Mrs. Stewart for helping us set up today, Dr. Badawa and our administrators, and finally, you, the community, for welcoming us back. And by the way, kids, please thank your parents, because without them, it wouldn't be possible. So shuffle your feet through. All right, so our next speaker that's going to come up is Ariel Campbell, and she's going to talk about our final piece.
Hello, my name is Ariel Campbell, and I'm here to tell you about our final piece, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Not only will you hear a favorite Christmas story, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, but it also features the following tunes. 'Twas the Jingle Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Dance of a Sugar Plum Fairy, Lullaby, Overture to William Tell, Up on a Housetop, Jolly Old St. Nicholas, Grandma got run over by a reindeer, Sleigh Ride, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, I Gave My Love a Cherry and Let It Snow. We would like to thank Mrs. Nolan for helping us narrate this piece.
Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave luster of midday to the objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With the little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they flew, and he whistled and shouted, "Hey, reindeer!" and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew. With the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
everyone.